Welcome everyone to Star Trek Online. I am Takeshi Yamato, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer. You'll remember that we did a thought experiment on potential reskins for Star Trek Online vessels from Tier 3 and Tier 4 after the announcement on Twitter X, the Twitter/X, about new skins for the Aurora and Quasar variants for the Nova class. Now we're going on to Tier 5, and we're starting with the Ambassador.
Which, fittingly, does not need any actual work. I mean, just look at this bloody thing. I don't have a problem with the Horatio. The Narendra, while a little dated, that's kind of the point. This is supposed to look like the ancient pre-Galaxy prototype for the Enterprise D and Enterprise C that Probert made.
Yeah. The basic Ambassador has already had its modernized touch-ups.
The Narendra Beta is basically good.
And the Yamaguchi,
pretty much the same. I must say, I do like the fact that they've used an Ambassador as a kind of half step. You know, saying, hey, we actually use this ship for Galaxy development, because what do those nacelle camps remind you of?
The Galaxy.
Exactly.
Now we get into
pain.
Yes.
Honorable mention is the Avenger, which has been redone and looks frickin' beautiful.
Yes, it does. The Arbiter, however,
I can see the Inquiry being used here to fix most of the problems, and those nacelles scream Picard to me.
Yeah. And speaking of the Inquiry, it is in here.
Thank God for the fact that I have the Legendary.
Yeah.
And for the last time, this thing was designed by one guy over the course of a week, and was told, we need this in a week. So stop ragging on it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he fixed the problem the next year with the Inquiry Beta. I know it's called the Gamma here, but it's supposed to be Beta.
Yeah.
So, Arbiter, as far as I'm concerned, Picard this thing.
Yeah. The Excelsior. I think it's also gotten the legendary touch-ups.
Yes, it has. And they look pretty. I would not be surprised to see this thing in a movie.
Yeah.
In fact, we already have. The Bounty, The Last Generation. Season 3 of Picard. This thing, the NX Excelsior showed up at the Fleet Museum. And
there.
Yeah, Discord decided to go screwy again. I don't think it likes us. As I was saying, the Excelsior showed up at the Fleet Museum. This exact Excelsior.
Yep. There's two other variants for the class. This STD variant, which I will admit, we got it with a legendary, so it's properly modernized, and
I'm still of the opinion it needs some work to TMP it up, or at least make it look like a prototype. Maybe the guys at Ages of the Federation can fix this.
And then The Resolute.
Nacelle cancer.
Yes. This thing is mostly alright. The material could probably use a few touch-ups, but those nacelles.
I want to say Picard because Picard fixes a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Just look at the Quasar.
Yeah. But yeah. Those nacelles just do not look right.
Maybe this thing could be reskinned into the Obena. It certainly looks the part.
Yeah. Let's see. Galaxy Dreadnought.
The Galaxy
Base models?
X. Base models okay.
Yep. Base models fine.
Everything that applied to the original model applies to the Galaxy X.
Yep.
Especially the Monarch, because what the hell were they thinking here?
Yeah.
This is a mess, and it needs to be fixed, and I hope the boys at Cryptic do something about it.
Yes.
Galaxy we've already covered. Intrepid we've already covered.
The Vesta.
This is one that's a little bit of a mixed bag. After all, original Vesta, she looks pretty. Has a bit of a fire prism going on here with orange and red. But
yeah.
That's somewhat excusable. You can only see it from certain angles and from head on. And she looks exactly as she does in the models, so.
Yeah.
Pretty and fixed.
This thing, the Rademacher.
It needs to be updated. This is basically a Year 3 model.
Yeah.
Outside of Romulan and Klingon boats, there aren't too many Year 3s left.
Yeah. The other one is the Aventine, which is at the top.
I mean, this thing already looks rather Vesta-ish, but you might as well finish the job. Add some polys. I mean, you already did it to the Vesta. That said, it kind of looks like a whale shark with that deflector dish. Space Krill.
Yeah. Now we get the proper Tier 6 variants for it. The Brigid... Oh, this one's the legendary version, so this one's fine. The Escaline...
He could use some work, especially those nacelle caps. Orange.
Yeah. Brigid...
Could use a little bit of Andromeda DNA.
Yeah.
It's the nacelle design. It kind of reminds me of it. Also, orange.
Yep.
Orange.
And the Palatine... Orange again.
I'm half tempted to say Picard. It's due to the shape of the nacelles. The caps. To be sorry, characters. Kind of says Picard to me. What do you think?
That seems like it works for me, too. Alright, the Prometheus. Base model's fine.
Part of me wants to say TMP.
Yeah, TMP would work. But
I know that the multi-vector assault mode TMP era. That's screwy.
Yeah. Luckily, I think luckily multi-vector assault mode is a console, just like saucer separation. So It's optional for this kind of thing, though I would imagine the devs will probably still get it to fit somehow. This one could be a Picard.
It could also be an Audi.
I would say the Audi goes for the... I would say the Audi would be like the Cerberus. No, not Cerberus. The Hestia.
You have been gone a long time, apparently.
Yeah, it's been updated, and yeah, it does look good.
Yeah, there's a reason I said Audi.
Yeah, this could work. Let's see, Hephaestus.
Discord does not like us today.
Yeah.
Anyway, part of me wants to say Sovereign class, but another part of me wants to say somehow Defiant. Then again, the Sovereign Defiant and Prometheus were all part of the panic mode.
Yeah. And we might as well consider the other potential areas that we do, eras that we do have access to. Something we probably could have considered for some of the Tier 4 designs as well. 26th century, 26th, 6th century, 29th century, 32nd century.
I ignored those for obvious reasons. Outside of, well, TOS, hearkening back to the glorious era of TOS. What will be the point? Which is kind of why I go with general contemporaries. It wasn't until the Aurora decided to hit us in the face with a mini Lexington with a different saucer.
Yeah.
That options opened up.
Let's see. Nebula.
Everything that applies to the galaxy applies to the nebula.
Indeed.
But might as well show the options just to make it clear. Obviously, Audi.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure about the Magellan.
Yeah.
And finally, we come to the ship that I've been referencing so often for some of these boats.
The Audi herself.
Which made her first true canon appearance, at least in person, in Star Trek Picard Season 3, Episode 9.
Yep.
Though we did see images of her during the first episode.
Yep. The glory that was the NCC 1701F.
Partially tarnished by Elizabeth Shelby sitting in the captain's chair. Thank God she took 2 phasers to the face. Okay, she was hit in the shoulder. I don't care. She deserved a face shot.
Yep. Let's look at the other variants.
Let's start with one that's kind of cursed.
Yes.
I fully admit. I'm only starting with this one because it looks cursed.
Yeah. I mean...
There's only so much you can do with the concept art, I'm aware, but still, it looks cursed.
Yeah. The Audi itself is the glorious child of the galaxy and the Sovereign. The Verity is its ugly stepsister.
It's like all the bad DNA was excised from the Odyssey class, allowing it to look graceful yet bulky.
And the Verity picked all of it up.
Yeah, the Verity is essentially the Odyssey that suffers from anorexia.
Yeah. And the Sojourner,
Oh boy.
I could definitely see Andromeda. I could definitely see this getting the Andromeda treatment.
Andromeda plus Narendra Beta. Obviously, this thing is supposed to invoke the Ambassador class. Might as well include some Ambassador traits there, but still, it needs some work.
Yeah.
She's a Year 5 boat. Year 5 was the start of well, Year 6, really. You get the idea.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the start of ships starting to look better. And of course, as we've said many times, orange nacelle caps.
Orange is bad.
Yeah. Orange is no. The Endeavor. Again, orange is no. And the design's a bit more angular and blocky.
This makes me kind of... part of me just wants to make a Photoshop of flipping these nacelles upside down. Because it reminds me of the Hestia.
Yeah.
I fully admit it could be just the design of the nacelles, but it screams Hestia.
Yeah. About the one thing I like about this one is in the back.
Yeah, it's an armored cover for the
Aquarius escort in the back.
That just reminds me we're gonna have to deal with the Aquarius. Oh boy.
Yeah. Regent.
I am torn between saying Audi and Picard. It's the nacelle design. Part of me wants to say Picard because nacelles.
Get some Audi touch-ups.
And Discord just does not like us.
No, it doesn't. This could definitely get some Audi touch-ups.
It could also get Picarded. Bussard collectors.
Fair enough. This
is another Picard contender, primarily because of the design of the
nacelles, yeah.
So the Regent could be Audi'd up, while this thing gets the Picard treatment. I have no idea what to do with the Noble.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. It just looks like a sovereign with some extra armor and some pretty weird nacelle pylons.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some answers.
Then we have the Archon.
In a word, nacelle cancer.
Yes. That needs to be fixed.
Now,
otherwise,
this could be another Odyssey contender. Which, to be fair... yes.
And I just lost stream.
Yeah, that was an accident. I'm trying to keep it from crashing on us. Again, this thing could be Audi. It could also take some DNA from the Vesta, ironically enough.
Fair enough.
Though, to be fair, that would also make it a bit of an inbred abomination because, Well, I suppose it has to be done. What does the Vesta look like?
It looks a bit like the Sovereign.
So you can pretty much guess why I said that.
Yeah.
In fact, if it weren't for the obvious Sovereign traits, I'd say this thing was just an upscaled Vesta.
Yeah. Of course, the nacelle caps here aren't just orange, they're yellow. That's even worse than orange.
At least these are fixable with a material swap, though that doesn't fix most of the problems.
Yeah.
Still needs some work. Fortunately, this one doesn't need much work, any work at all. I mean, it's just the WizKid Sovereign.
Yeah. And then there's the Imperial.
What the hell were they thinking here?
I have no idea.
It looks like the Ishimura decided to engage in non-consensual activities with the Sovereign, and it shows.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Now, there are two potential ways to fix this. One, do a reversal. Make this thing a galaxied-up Sovereign. You can see it from the deflector dish.
Yeah, I could. I do.
However, if you compactify it down, it also looks like the Inquiry.
Fair.
So, Inquiry or Galaxy?
Either of those could certainly work. Let's see, next up.
Next up would be one of the last ones in Tier 5 proper, the Tempest class.
Yeah.
Obviously, this could... Audi.
Yeah, obviously Audi. Maybe Galaxy?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Look, I know these skins are over a decade old at this point, and they really didn't have much to work with, but now they have a lot of material and a lot of artists willing to do something, so what do you think should be the era this thing comes from?
Could be Picard, who knows?
Yeah, the nacelles kind of say it for the Hermes. And then there's this evil thing.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do with the Maelstrom?
I have no idea.
However, I am going to say that they all need to be worked on.
Yeah.
Just like this thing needs to be worked on.
Oh yeah, seriously, this needs a proper Vulcan appearance stat.
I know that this is dating from the good enough era, but good enough is not good enough anymore.
Yeah. So we need to change that from red to from brown to red.
And now it goes from Tier 5 to new Tier 5.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do with the Destiny, Augur, Oracle, and Trident. Other than, I guess, the obvious one with the Trident class being Picarded up. I mean, look at the design of the nacelle.
Yeah, that could certainly work. About the main thing I can think of with the newer Augur variant is
Get rid of the orange.
yes.
That's a universal, isn't it? Just orange. Orange be gone.
Yeah. This is red. Red is good. This is orange. Orange is no.
More orange.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Higher quality Odyssey model. Odyssey style. But from just the deflector dish alone, I'm just saying Galaxy. Pioneer/Galaxy. Well, Parliament/Galaxy.
Discord does not like us today.
No, it does not. This is why we don't do scripts, people.
Yeah.
Because real life hates us.
Yeah.
Picard.
Yeah, Picard.
Hybrid of the Inquiry and the Constitution 3.
Yeah. Possibly Galaxy?
Yeah, but also possibly a little bit after.
Fair.
Again, these ships are really weird, and it's just hard to pick a design era for these things.
Yeah. And some of them are just, no, this does not belong. No, this does not work. It needs to go.
Luna.
Yeah, the Luna would work.
It already looks the part.
Yeah.
Oh, look, what I mentioned earlier.
The Aquarius.
Look, I know there's an Aquarius that saw service in Picard. It was literally up the Enterprise F's ass.
But the model in STO needs updating. Probably to match the Odyssey material of Picard. And then there's this variant, which...
Yeah, this one's fine.
Yeah, this one's fine. The main thing is maybe give us a console so we can upgrade. Maybe give people a console that will let them upgrade their Aquarius escorts into Eagle escorts.
Or just give the cosmetic option. Hi, I have an Eagle. Surprise!
Yeah.
Alright, we've already touched on this thing.
And that.
And that. And good lord.
Yeah.
These things just need an update. Same with the Kumari.
Yeah, all the Andorian ships basically just need updates.
Same with this thing. This one's relatively good, just orange be gone.
Yes.
Another case of orange be gone.
Yeah.
This one's fun.
Yeah, this one looks great.
Take's favorite boats.
Oh yeah, these things are epic.
Yeah, but they need some remastering.
Yeah, fair enough. They need some remaster.
Sure, keep the style. Just get rid of the obvious orange and maybe introduce some other elements. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, update the material a little bit. Get rid of the orange.
I don't know, maybe in this case just add a little bit of intrepid flair.
Yeah. Orange be gone.
Same.
Orange be gone.
This one's already got orange be gone. We're good.
Yeah. This one's good.
Same. Orange be gone. It's relatively fine.
Yeah,
we're running into boats that are starting to actually look good.
Yeah, boats they're starting to look good. The main problem is the nacelle caps.
Bussard collectors should not be orange if they're Starfleet.
Yeah.
And here's the inquiry. You can see where the Imperial reference came from.
Yep.
STD is STD.
That's Kelvin. Looks like that's Kelvin actually, but yeah, Kelvin is Kelvin.
A lot of wasted opportunity with this thing.
Yeah.
Just cut off that dish, put in the Columbias down here to kind of represent the gondola.
And you're good. I mean, it looks like it has a Miranda roll bar down there, but...
Name a ship that doesn't this time frame.
Yeah. And, of course, the Shenzhou itself is good, but just orange be gone.
Orange always be gone. Okay, the Scott got its upgrade, but not the Daystrom, and not the Tucker. Fortunately, this is pretty easy to fix with the Type 7A, which it now has access to, so... Still, these could use some glow-ups.
Yeah.
This one's kind of been fixed.
Yeah, because...
red caps.
Yeah. And... Again, the Concorde got the touch-ups, the others didn't, but probably the 7A material can fix that.
It does, I've checked. These just need a bit more polys.
Yeah, just touch them up, give them more detail.
This one's got a red option, so it's generally fine.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why does the mirror one look, well, higher detail?
Mirror one's probably newer.
The mirror one is newer, but that's not the point. It just looks more high poly than the rest.
Yeah. The Titan. Here's where we get the Luna variants. Again, orange be gone. Otherwise, this version looks good.
And you can see where the Nomad Luna connection comes from.
Yeah.
This one I want to say Picard. It's the nacelles again.
Yeah, that could certainly work.
Just get rid of all the extra spiky stuff. What is this, Warhammer 40k?
Yeah. This version... maybe TMP?
The nacelles kind of betray that a little. I was going to say Odyssey class.
Right, fair enough.
And finally...
Comet.
This is another Odyssey contender. If only to make it less... Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we've pretty much reached the end of Tier 6. Outside of boats, I don't have.
Yeah. I suppose there's only one way we can go to from here.
Yes, other factions.
Koi keles pu klod koi pu.
Not today.
Fair enough.
There's also the non-aligned boats. Let's be honest, all of these need to be updated a little bit.
Yeah. They could definitely use it.
But with the most recent announcement of, well, definitely hints of new boats coming, which are probably going to be the Achilles, Typhon, and the Premonition.
Yeah.
New boats means more stuff. More stuff is good. More chance for these people to refine their capabilities, and oh god, I just realized that the Premonition might be a Sovereign variant.
It might be.
There are already enough of those. Just fix the Mirror Sovereign and we're good.
Yeah. Fix the Mirror Sovereign so it looks like the Mirror Galaxy a bit.
Or at the very least, the Mirror Intrepid and Mirror...
Mirror Intrepid and Mirror Defiant.
Mirror Prometheus. I just saw it lag out. I think Discord crashed and reset again. It does not like us.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our thoughts on generally the design of these things. Hopefully there's some fixes.
Yeah. Hopefully there's some fixes coming down the pipe. And if you have your own thoughts, let us know.
Lord knows we need it.
Yep. And the STO devs might also be watching, and
well, if you are, well, if the boys at STO are watching this, leave a hint. Let us know you're actually listening instead of driving us all mad with silence.
Yeah. Talk to us, please. We want to know that you're listening, that you're watching, and that you're taking suggestions. We know you can't really take actual submissions, but at least let us know you're taking let us know you're taking our advice into consideration.
Bye bye.